Three. Okay. Right.
My name's Kurt. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm a single father of 4, and I'm with my daughter, Rachel.
Kurt, who owns a successful manufacturing company, has been bringing his family on vacation to Telluride for several years.
Woohoo!
That's because Telluride has been ranked one of the top 10 ski areas in North America. But that's not the only reason Kurt loves it here.
I was a history major in college. One of the things that really intrigues me about the town of Telluride is the history.
Telluride was founded as a mining camp in the 1870s. Today, the surrounding mountains are dotted with the remnants of these mines. And the historic center of town features century-old Victorians built during its boom period.
It's a very historic town, and it's going to be something else if we can find a home here that we love.
And that's why they're in town, to hunt for a vacation home the whole family can enjoy, while the kids are still young.
It might bring us all together before everybody scatters all over the country and does their own thing, and they don't want to hang out with Dad anymore.
First up, Kurt's broker is showing them a Victorian-style house that she thinks will be right up his alley.
I wanted to show you one of the most iconic historical properties in Telluride, located in the historic district right downtown. It was built in 1913.
Oh, wow.
And it is fondly known as the Tavern.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Originally,
it's a nice
it
house.
was a residence, and in the late 80s was made into a bar known as the Tavern. And you can see the mining vernacular reflections.
I was
like
wondering
the,
what the chains
chain,
and some
yeah.
of the other,
Yeah, really
wonderful.
interesting features in this home.
Okay. What kind of price are we talking about for this one?
This home is listed at $3,450,000.
Okay.
I know this is the top of your budget,
Yeah,
but I
okay.
think you'll see why it's well worth
Now,
it.
what square footage are we thinking?
Yeah, we're looking at 3,200 square feet.
I think there's a high price that you're going to have to pay to live in paradise, but almost $1,100 a square foot, it seems a little excessive. It doesn't have everything I'm looking for, especially at this price point, but I love the beams, I love the wood, I love the architecture, and a lot of the feel.
The only thing is I just wish my room had a real closet.
I love the location of the home. We are within just walking distance of the lifts, bars, restaurants, everything.
This one's a less expensive place in Mountain Village, a short gondola ride or 15-minute drive from Telluride.
These homes were built within the last 5 years, and they have the quintessential Mountain Village, Colorado log and stone feel.
I do like this look. This is kind of what I pictured when Dad said that he wanted to get a house here.
But they all look the same. I mean, it even looks like we're sharing a common wall.
That's right. These are townhomes. There are only 2 units here.
I wish it was a standalone unit with a little bit more historic value. If somehow Abe Lincoln was here and he whittled this house, then it would be cool with me, but he didn't.
So what do you all think?
I like the log cabin feel that it has. This is what I imagined exactly.
I don't know. I think we might be short one room.
But you get your attached garage.
Yes.
We have the ski in, ski out.
Those are some great aspects of this house. I love the views. I mean, they're unbeatable. You know how much I like the historical value of homes, and this has a goose egg as far as historical value goes. That's just a little problematic for me, along with the location.
So now, while the boys explore town, Kurt's broker Lori is showing him and Rachel another historic property in Telluride.
We're here on Colorado Avenue, which is really the main street of town. You're just a block from all the shops and restaurants, so it's very close to everything. This home was built in 1898, and originally it was a dry goods store.
Well, I don't know about the curb appeal, at least for me. It looks a little plain Jane farmhouse kind of look.
I really like the house. I think it's really cute. I like the picket fence.
It's actually a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with a list price of $2,685,000.
Oh, well, good. So it's right there in the range.
Exactly.
Nice.
That office is just perfect for you. And the upstairs for the boys, and then a room for me.
I agree. However, we don't have a garage for all of our toys and a car. The master suite's a nightmare. That's going to have to be just totally renovated and redone. I think I'm ready to make an offer on the tavern.
Okay.
I love the history of that place, The location is perfect.
I agree with that.
All right, let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. What do you think? So this is our family room, and then over this way is the formal dining room.
Good.
We started at this house at $3,450,000, a lot of money, but we were able to negotiate it down to 2.9, which I was really happy with.
And the boys just love it here just as much as Dad and I do.
Right, lots of room for everybody.
This is my room. You guys can go fight over those two.
Nice.
I had a huge wish list, and this house really delivered on many levels. I love the location. I love the master suite. I love the steam shower. I love the soaking tub. It's just perfect for me. We have to rename it. You can't call it the media room. How about the mine shaft?
Mine shaft.
Mine shaft.
Oh, yeah. On point.
All right.
There we go.
I think the biggest compromise was giving up a true dedicated garage. Every one of the kids are going to want to drive a car, or bring a car, or have a toy, so who knows what we're going to do with 5 people.
I didn't get my closet space, but I do have my own room, my own bathroom, and we're already, coming up with ideas on how to
Right.
put closet space in there.
Right.
Oh, look, there's another waterfall right you got one over there. This is just such a beautiful place.
I'm a forensic architect, so I deal with problem construction projects and help people figure out what went wrong.
Sit.
Stacy is the CEO of the house. She runs the ship, she runs the house, everything's organized.
I enjoy cooking. I'm also a master gardener, which is really my passion.
Nice. Got
Good
it.
catch, Mackenzie.
We have 3 daughters, Mackenzie, Shayna, and Tori.
So I'm surrounded by 4 women, and it can be challenging, but I find a way to get through it.
He's a lucky guy.
Oh.
I can do that.
Yeah.
We are a very active household. We're always running around. As the kids grow and leave the house, we're looking for a second home.
We really want a place where the family could get away and get together and maybe turn the phones off.
I hear Vermont has the best syrup in the world.
Vermont's finest.
Vermont's finest.
Oh, yeah.
The Wilmington-Dover area is quaint. A lot of little shops, little restaurants.
A lot of great skiing, a lot of great trails, a lot of hiking, just a lot of things to do outdoors.
And it's awesome. I love it.
I know we could afford $200,000.
I disagree. I think we can afford a little bit more, maybe $250,000.
We can talk about that.
Oh, look at this. I can see the lake already.
It's definitely what I wanted, yeah.
Colonial type house.
Nice.
It's cute. Location, location, location.
Hi, Jack.
How are you? Mackenzie.
Hi.
Mackenzie
how are
here,
you?
and Tori.
Tori.
With us
Hi.
today.
Good morning.
Welcome to Lake Sadagwa.
This is
Nice.
awesome.
1,250 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath,
One bath.
One bath.
plus an outhouse.
That's great.
1.5 baths.
Who's using that?
It's priced out at $260,000. It's a little bit above your price point,
Yeah.
but if you want the water,
But how
On the
far
lake.
away from the mountain?
30 minutes.
Oof, 30 minutes.
That is not bad.
That's bad.
You can totally do that,
That's a killer.
though. Look at the lake.
There are lakes in New Jersey. We got to be near the ski mountain. So I don't know if this is going to work for me.
You can't beat the lake. We're on the water. The activities are endless.
But this is not the primary reason we're going to Vermont.
You can still ski. It's just a little drive. We want space for our dogs to run around.
The area outside to garden is phenomenal. Things that I don't really love about the house is the kitchen needs to be updated.
No wood fireplace,
True,
no
it does not
sauna. A little too small. I don't think we could fit enough people.
We would definitely have to add a bathroom.
And with the price as it is, we have to live with it for a while.
But like the lake makes it all worth it.
I'm losing this battle quickly. I want to see a ski house that's as close to the mountain as you can get me for how much I could spend.
We're going to show you a condo,
Contemporary, that's good.
Condo, I was hoping for a single family home.
3 bedroom, 3 bath, 1,700 square feet. Price is $210.
How far is it from the mountain?
It's not ski on and ski off. The price point that you're at, this is the closest we can get you to the mountain. But the big bonus is that the bus stops right here in front of your driveway. You can walk out of your unit, be on the mountain, 2 minutes.
That's going to be really helpful in the winter.
Do we
When we
pay
don't
for
wanna
the bus, or
drive.
is that the free
Well, the
shuttle?
shuttle's all part of the HOA fees.
And what are the fees?
$8,400 a year.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot.
But they include more than the bus also. Everything from plowing to shoveling, all your exterior maintenance. There's a pool and a tennis court right down the road here.
Okay.
That's fun.
cool. This is a contemporary condo, and that's what I wanted. Close to the mountain, bus on, bus off. It's move-in ready.
There's a hot tub and a sauna.
Hot tub and a sauna. We can just come up here, put her stuff down, and start skiing.
The thing that bothers me is that, it's really mainly just for skiing, and I was hoping for something a little more four-season friendly. The kitchen, I really wish it had like a breakfast bar or an island. And aside from the fact that the bedrooms are a little tight, that loft is not easily accessible.
There's a good value if you finish the basement, but that'll take a lot of money. The HOA fee is kind of high. I think I need a little lower HOA fees and a little bit more room.
This is it, huh?
This is it. What do you think?
How far are we from the mountain?
Oh, we're about maybe 10 minutes.
It's not really what I expected when I was thinking cabin in the woods. There's a lot of bugs. I'm a little worried about what I'm gonna find inside. The outside isn't giving me the best impression.
It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home, 2,600 square feet.
Wow.
Price point of $249,900.
Okay, that's too much.
That's not bad.
There's some rot on the siding that I could see. If there's renovations that have to happen, we're not gonna be able to afford that.
HOA fees here are $1,300 a year. We have a community clubhouse here. There's an indoor, outdoor pool. There's a hot tub. There's a sauna.
Tub.
Oh.
All right. I think it's good that there's an HOA, but on the other hand, I'd like to be closer to the mountain.
I really want it to be on a lake.
I like the amount of space it has. I really like the loft space.
It's a private wooded lot, which I like. I want to be able to garden and play outside with the dogs.
I think this playroom is great. There's so much work that has to be done.
Gutting bathrooms, I wasn't thinking that. And that deck.
With all the work that we saw that needs to be upgraded, I think 250 is still too high. All right, well, we have a lot to think about. We have to compare notes and see what would be best for us and our family. All right, girls, let's get all the ski stuff. Let's put it in the front.
So we closed about a month ago.
So we've been coming up on the weekends. Just started making ourselves at home. This house was listed for $249,900. After some negotiation, we got it down to $225,000. That good?
Yeah, perfect.
We found the house that would work all year round. We can come here all 4 seasons. I really wanted a ski condo, but why limit yourself? It's really great out here.
I think our hopes are to finish updating it a little bit, just to make it a little more livable for us, and if we could start enjoying it and not feel like it was the ugliest house ever.
We painted it brown to try to match some of that cedar siding that's out there.
And then I did some outside landscaping just to kind of give it a little curb appeal.
One of the major concerns that I had was the safety of the deck. I still have a lot of work to do on it, but I got started to make it safe for now.
We remodeled the main floor bathroom. The pink bathroom, unfortunately, is still pretty pink.
We're all starting to get used to the bathroom. I'm not sure how quickly we're going to change that over.
No, it needs to be fixed up. The girls love the house. They love the space. They really love the basement.
Oh, wait, no, Tori, actually, I don't want you on my team. Having a basement with games is super fun.
It's great. I love this house.
I want to enjoy this house and just have a lot of people come up and enjoy all of this. My goal is to fit 50 people.
Okay, that's definitely not my goal. That's a lot of nachos.
We're gonna test it. This winter, we are gonna test how many we can fit up here.
My name is Mike. I am a captain for a major airline. This is my partner, Sean.
I'm a first officer, and we're both working in the same commercial airline.
Being a pilot is an amazing job. We have the best seat in the house.
We love to travel. It's great. We can easily get somewhere with little notice. Mike and I live in a Dallas suburb called Argyle, Texas.
This is the 3rd house I've actually built from the ground up and absolutely love it. So it's out in the country. We have a couple acres out here.
We have plenty of land, lots of privacy. Is it right here okay?
Yeah, this is great.
Lately, we've been discussing a second house, which would be a vacation home for us. And when we're not there, we may rent it out and then eventually retire there.
They've decided to buy a home in one of their favorite vacation spots, the ski resort town of Breckenridge, Colorado.
It's about 2 hours west of Denver, out in the mountains.
Great skiing, beautiful scenery.
Mountain bike riding and hiking. It's a very quaint one Main Street town that I feel like that we can kind of get to know everybody there.
They're hoping to find a house for $800,000, but are prepared to go as high as $1 million to get exactly what they want. Today, Jason's taking them to see a home that Mike should like. It's in the mountains above Breckenridge, where they can get a lot more square footage for the money.
We're about 9 miles from the town, about 15 to 20 minute drive.
Are there any shops and restaurants nearby here?
No, you'd have to go all the way back into Breckenridge.
Is this something, I mean, being this far out with everything
I don't know,
being
it's
right
gonna
there?
have to be pretty nice up here.
The nice thing about up here, you can get more house for your money.
Okay, that's a good point.
I know Mike likes that.
Yeah.
Up here, there's a ton of snow. Is there any chance of getting stuck in the neighborhood?
Well, this neighborhood does have an HOA. It's $550 a year, and that takes care of road maintenance, and they do all the snow plowing. So this is the house right here on the right.
Very nice. Sean's the log cabin.
Yep, nice looking log house, huh?
It really is.
This one's listed at $800,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty good deal for this style house.
Wow.
This is great.
Nice.
And there's your view.
Oh, wow.
Holy cow.
Look at that view out there.
Beautiful. I guess that's what you get when you're 15 minutes out.
That's something, isn't it?
Very nice. I love the fireplace too, Sean. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How about that ironwork up there?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was all done by a custom artist here out of Breckenridge.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. It's even got real logs on the inside.
Yeah.
All the way down. That's amazing.
Wow, this deck is great. I don't see a hot tub. Does this one come with the house?
No, there's no hot tub here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's room for one, but there
I guess
isn't
we could
one at
maybe
the
put one
house.
here, Sean, overlooking the great view right there. The views, the logs, big trees in the forest, everything about the house really gave it that Breckenridge feel.
The view at this house is even better than anything I ever imagined, but it's tough to imagine being out in the middle of nowhere for me. Look at this kitchen.
Those white cabinets aren't gonna work. I mean, it doesn't even feel like you're in a cabin anymore.
It looks like somebody took a kitchen from a South Beach condo and plopped it in here.
Well, maybe at this discounted price, you consider changing the cabinets.
Yeah, we just didn't want to do any kind of renovations.
They really wanted a lot of high-end finishes, but I think Mike and Sean should still give this house serious consideration because it really is a great house. And here's the master.
It might be a little tight with the king bed in here.
I mean, it's got the great logs on the walls, which is great, and it's got the view. Very nice. A little small.
The way they kind of configured this is like a Jack and Jill setup.
So this is like a powder bath for your guest on the
it works
main
as a
floor?
powder bath, but you
Okay.
can shut it off to use it as your master bath.
Okay.
Downstairs are 2 more bedrooms and a game room.
You have a second living area for rental
Oh, yeah.
purposes. That's
That'd be
really
good.
nice.
Right.
The game room would be a great positive thing for a rental income, seeing that the kids could stay down there and the grown-ups could be up top.
So, and lastly, we've got this loft upstairs.
Killer views from up here.
Yeah.
And what do you think we could get for rental income?
Low season, probably $250 a night. High season, probably $400.
Okay.
Maybe a little less because we are so far out of town.
That is a drawback to being up here. Other than that, I do like a lot of unique features of the house and the price. We're getting a lot more for our money out here.
We are outside of town, and you know, I like to be right in the middle of the shops and the restaurants and, you know, walking distance to the ski slopes.
But I mean, we look at the view and the forest and everything. That's what I want.
Well,
Somewhere we got to
you know,
compromise.
you need a gallon of milk, 20 minutes to the city, 20 minutes back.
So this is Main Street Station, and we're looking at basically Olympic-sized pool, hot tubs, full workout room. And as you can see, we're looking right over to the ski lift.
Nice.
There's Breckenridge Ski Resort.
There is something to be said for being this close to the ski lift. Look, Mike, it's right there.
Yeah. Now, how much is this unit and how big is it?
This unit, it's right at 1,500 square feet.
Okay.
It's listed at $995.
Oh my gosh. Coming from Argyle, Texas, you can buy a nice home for $150, $160 a square foot. Definitely a sticker shock on the condo here in Breckenridge.
But you're paying for the amenities, and we're right on Main Street, Breckenridge, so all the shops, all the restaurants are within walking
Which
distance.
would be nice. What about homeowners fees?
It's just under $4,000 a quarter.
Shut the front door, really? So $16,000 a year. I mean, you can buy a nice car for that much.
It's worth our while. Mike and I would really use the hot tub and the pool and especially the fitness center. I know we're paying for those amenities, but man, it's really nice to have them right at your fingertips.
Just seems like there was much wow factor to this condo here.
Yeah, the thing you gotta realize is that there's not so much wow in the condo, it's wow outside of the condo.
Yeah, I have to agree with Jason. It's really nice to be right here in the middle of everything.
But it just seems like another hotel room.
You know, the one thing you guys haven't asked me about yet is what kind of rental income this property could produce.
Oh, yeah. What can you get?
On off-peak, it's $375 a night.
Okay.
Peak around holidays, you're looking at $1,000 a night.
$1,000 a night?
Does it make it a contender now?
That helps out. But we still have to be happy with the place because there's, we're going to be in the place too. I know that with real estate, location, location, location is the #1 thing. But I also know you can get something better, maybe a little outside of town, maybe a little bit nicer, a little bit bigger.
So we're in Frisco. Nice thing about Frisco is it's 10 minutes from all the major ski resorts. Here's the lake to our left, and this is actually the neighborhood right here next to the lake that we're going into.
We could walk from the house to Main Street, Frisco, is that right?
Yeah, you're 4 or 5 blocks from Main Street.
Beautiful homes, but yeah, kind of on top of each other.
And this is the house right here. Oh, wow.
Great curb appeal. Sean, I love the log cabin look.
Oh, yeah. And what is the asking price on this house?
It's listed at $995.
Okay, and the square footage is?
Just over 2,400 square feet. Okay. Nice mudroom area.
Yeah, this is great.
So this is the great room.
Wow, this is amazing. Look at
those logs are incredible in here, Sean.
Yeah.
Plus that fireplace with those river rocks going all the way to the ceiling. I'm surprised they don't have hardwood floors though.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place on the outside. It's very rustic and everything.
And so many little details.
The granite and the kitchen, the high-end appliances were great, but we're very close to the neighbors.
Frisco is a great little town, and this house is amazing, but what Mike and I have to decide is it worth getting rid of really fantastic views for a really great house?
My favorite is the one with the view.
I liked it too. That view was amazing.
It really was. And are you sure that this is where we want to spend the next 20 or 30 years?
I really am.
Okay.
I could see us here for a long time. And you've got to be happy about the price on that.
Oh yeah, the price is great. We'll call Jason and maybe see if we can get it even cheaper than that. Look level?
No.
So we've been in the house for about a month or so. And being out here, 15 minutes south of Breckenridge, getting the true log cabin home is what we really wanted.
Great. I like it. The first night here, it was amazing. It was great to wake up and just know that this place was finally ours and that really our dreams came true for our second house.
Yeah, we think we got a lot more bang for our buck, even though we are 15 minutes outside of town. We were really hoping to get a much lower price, and Sean and I thought it would be fun to start with airplane numbers. So we negotiated $707 as the first price, and ended up settling on $747,000.
I didn't want to drive out of town very much, but 15 minutes out of town for this kind of house at that price, I really think is a good deal. One of the features we had to have was a hot tub, and this place didn't have it, but we got a really neat hot tub. It seats about 6 people, but I bet we could get more in there.
Woohoo, party, party.